Hi friends, this is Sarah from Crafting and Relaxing. Welcome. Thank you so much for joining me. This is Weekend Updates. Updates is exactly what it sounds like. I'm going to tell you about what's going on in my craft room, what I brought in this week, messes I made, whatever. This week's videos, I had a tutorial on how to make these shakers that Nancy asked for. And then, did you see the Happy Mail video that I posted yesterday of all of the beautiful stuff that Tanisha made me? It is ridiculous and mind-blowing, the variety she has in her talents. Not just paper. Oh no. If you didn't see that, be sure to check it out. Today I have a bunch of stuff to show you, and I don't want this to be super long because I've got to get moving. Look at this. We have mail from Noreen. She sent this in October from South Africa. This is January, people. She at one point told me about it because she just didn't think it was ever actually coming, but it's actually in really good shape. It's not like, it doesn't look like it was dropped in a parking lot or anything like that. You know how sometimes they look like they got stepped on? So let's see. She said it was just simple, and she has put paper. Oh my gosh. Paper to protect. Oh, sending you hugs. Oh my gosh. Can you guys see that? Look at the ink blending, and she's embossed it with clear, and it has butterflies all over it. Oh my gosh. And I love the putting the butterflies in a circle like that and using the embellishments. I don't think I would have even thought to put those 3 blue ones, and they look amazing. That is so cool, Noreen. Oh my gosh, look at that. A stencil. You have to understand that getting a stencil from Noreen is just absolutely precious because it's very, very hard for her to get supplies. So for her to share with me is just amazing. And also look at how cute this is. This is just adorable, Noreen. Oh my gosh. So this is a holiday card. Maybe she knew it would take a long time, so she put 2 in here. That's exactly what she did. So in October, think about that. In October, she mailed me a Christmas card. And this is super cool. So she heat embossed gold on this patterned paper, and she has Wink of Stella on this blue truck. Oh my gosh. That's brilliant. 2 cards in 1 envelope, and you send your Christmas card in October. Okay, Noreen has beautiful, tiny handwriting. She wanted me to fluff up the butterfly wings because she figured they got a little smashed on the trip. Surprisingly, they are still a little bit fluffy. I mean, they're not smashed down, but you see what she did was she put the adhesive just in the center so that they would pop up, kind of like the flowers on my Joya Blue cards that I was talking about. Oh, I just love it. It has such nice motion and a nice layout. I can't believe you sent foam mount in October from South Africa and it looks that good. Thank you so much. She said to give Wilson a hug and send her love to Noni. Will do. This is just so cool, Noreen. And it's funny because we just talk and chat all the time online. So sweet. She said she removed this from its package to get it to me. Absolutely fine. See? Cape Town, South Africa. I can't believe, the envelope looks really clean and good. Thank you so much. This one is from Nancy. It did not come quite as far. I think South Africa is the absolute furthest that I have gotten mail from. That's very cool. Oh gosh, look at that. Happy winter. Oh, so Nancy does all kinds of cool collaging and journaling and stuff. So she's got, oh my gosh, look at this idea. It's a journal card. You can tuck it in a pocket in a journal. She has punched out and stamped behind. So the front is using the negative images and stitched around it. Sheet music, journal page, some magazine page, a map, and just using circle punch, star punch. That is super cool. Okay, I might have to make some of those. Really cool idea, Nancy. She just sends little bits of inspiration. Oh my gosh, look at those birds. And here, this is another, I don't know what this was. It's slick, so she recycled something, and then she put neutral paper on the back so you can use it for a journaling card, and the same thing with an owl. It almost looks like she put him on maybe he was a playing card. That is super cute. Really fun journaling card ideas and a lot of recycling going on here, I think. Love that. Oh, this one too. Are these playing cards, Nancy? Leave us a comment and I'll pin it so it comes up to the top and tell us. Look at that. Joy and little tiny dots. You guys are so creative. I mean, look at all this color and wonderfulness in here. This is just great stuff. Oh my gosh. Oh, look, there's a little bit of fabric in there. Joy, the snowman. Oh my gosh. That is so cute. I can't believe Noreen's card finally got here. That's crazy. I'm going to stand it up. Let me tell you what happens around here with the thank yous and the responses to Happy Mail. When I stand up a card, sometimes I get excited. I put it somewhere. I don't follow my normal put it in the right place. And then I forget to send you a thank you or reply. My apologies. That happens. Can I use one of those international stamps to mail to South Africa? Oh, look at this. Okay, this is from Mary. Mary is the closest of all. She is in Salem, which is pretty much where I live, but I live in a smaller part of it. This is just too cool. It is mixed media goodness. It looks like maybe some paint, some paste, stamp. It's collaged. Can you see that there's like torn paper? Make a wish. Look at this. She used black on it, and black sometimes seems unfriendly or not, not a cheerful color. But when you use black, it just makes stuff pop. And I remember last spring, I had so much fun with pastels, which I'm borderline on, and black. I'm going to do that a bunch this year. But this is just cute, Mary. She said the paper started out one way. It was going to be like a Franken paper, and then it ended up being a multimedia. She said she knows I have plenty of butterflies, but she was going through her stash, and she found these, and she would never use them. So use them or share them, she said. Oh my gosh. They're stickers? I don't know what they are. Did you cut them out of it? Yeah, she cut them out of a calendar. Look how pretty they are. Yeah, we're going to use those, aren't we, people? Yeah, look at this. Oh my gosh. I wonder if I have the talent to stitch around that. That might be like an all-day stitching project for me. Whole bunch of butterflies she just found in her stash. This one looks like it was a card. It was a butterfly shaped card. That might be kind of cool in the journal, like sewed in as a page. Oh, look at that. They're glittery. It's beautiful. Well, thank you, Mary. Those are super fun. And I'm just going to take all this stuff. Oh, look. It's a bird. I think that was in the stuff from Nancy. It's a bird paperclip. So I'm going to take these butterflies, put them right into the butterfly tub that is starting to get full. We're going to have to start the butterfly journal, and I say plural now, pretty soon because the bin is getting full. Thank you so much. You guys are so sweet. Okay, somebody, I can't remember. I think it might have been Noreen, and in which case this is going to be a hard answer for you. This is not a really big company, but somebody asked me about the Joy die in a video, and I'm holding it up on my hand to give you scale. This is an A2 size card. It's kind of an itty bitty, and it's 2 layers. You could obviously use it with just the front layer if you wanted, like maybe you just wanted to put it on an oval and you didn't want that blue layer on there. It is Birch Press Design, which is a Pacific Northwest company. So let me hold this up for you. birchpressdesign.com, and it's a Seattle, Washington company, designed in the US, made in China. But if I can support locally, I like to, even if the manufacturing is elsewhere. There's the answer. Maybe it wasn't Noreen. Noreen has, because she's in South Africa, it takes a really long time to get things. It's not inexpensive, certainly. And it's not like many of you who can just walk into Dollar Tree. Noni ordered some stuff from Honeybee Stamps. So what I do is she says, I'm going to put in an order. And then I'm like, oh, okay. How do I not already have these? They're a little bit of an odd color, like orangey. Wilson's in a mood today. We're going to have to roll with it. I think these would be so cute on spring or maybe summer cards because there's so many paper pads that have these warm, orangey, pinkish kind of. I could work these in, I think. I'm going to put them on a lot of stuff. I'm kind of obsessed with these little clay embellishments, and I know that I do not need any more embellishments. I probably need to be putting about 10 embellishments on every card, but it's not really happening for me. When she ordered from Honeybee, they put some fun freebies in, and she doesn't really use patterned paper, so she passed them over to me. And I have a very tiny supply isn't even the right word, maybe a tiny envelope of Valentine stuff. So I will definitely put this in there. Whenever you get freebies or maybe somebody passes you something, go through them and think, okay, I could use this as a background. I could use this in my bee stuff. Use as much as you can. Like these, Mary put these in the package to secure it to protect the stuff when she mailed it. But I'm going to put these in my stash because to me, this could be a journal cover. You don't always have to buy everything, says the woman who's going to show you more sentiment dies. Okay. Happy birthday cards are a love-hate relationship with me. I have a couple of dies that I try to use. This one is a happy birthday. I find it to be too fiddly. It's just the RTH right in here. It's really thin. I don't love it. It doesn't always cut great. It makes me a little crabby. I do like the simplicity of the font. It's gender neutral. It works for little kids' birthday cards. This one, it works for me every time, but you get a little bored of it, and it's not exactly like a 5-year-old boy font. Then I have, estate sale, garage sale. I don't know where this came into my life. This is Whimsy Stamps birthday. I don't have a happy that goes with it. So sometimes I could use this one or I use this one. I think I have a happy that's nearly the same size. What I wanted was a really basic one that would work for different age groups. And I don't like my dies to be really big necessarily because I want to be able to make horizontal and vertical cards, and I don't want it to take up the entire thing because I like to use patterned paper and ephemera. Let's see on here. This could go on a vertical card or easily a horizontal, right? I don't want to catch that on our butterflies. Let's use something else. We'll just use one of my card bases. So I like the fact that it's not too long. It's versatile for me. This font would work for anything, and you don't have to use the background. Now, I haven't used it yet, so I don't know if it's what I would call fiddly. Fiddly is maybe too fine, too hard to cut out. You have to use your pokey tool a long time. Sometimes by the time you get it out, it's no good. Glitter paper gets messy, and I can't use my sidekick because it doesn't cut well enough. That's my definition of fiddly, okay? Fiddly dies, I generally give away. Now, this one might be just a hair. Oh, it'll work. I wonder if I've received a card with this on it before. So this one, again, I can make a horizontal or a vertical. I can make a horizontal. I could put it like down here and have flowers or dinosaurs or something all around it. So I picked up 2 new birthday dies, and I'm hoping maybe someday I'll get excited about making birthday cards. So if you have an absolute favorite birthday die, send me a link or tell me which brand and birthday, and I'll go look it up. Because I'm still looking. I never have enough birthday cards because I just don't like to make them. Let's talk about oval dies. I talked about them last weekend. I picked up this set of polka doodles, which when I made cards, I didn't even take it out of the package. They were a little bit big. And there was another set at the same store, but it was even bigger. Noni picked up the Hero Arts Infinity dies in ovals for us. I love these Infinity die sets because you could do really narrow, like 1/8 of an inch, or you can do 1/4 of an inch. You have every size. Some dies, the metal itself is too wide on them. So even when you layer them, your space is really a big gap. These are not inexpensive, but I think I will use them over and over. It's Hero Arts, which is a US company, but the dies themselves are made in China. Here's what I'm looking at and thinking about. I need my ovals to be more squished, I think. Do you see what I'm saying? These are ones that Craft Scraps sent me years ago, and they're more squished. They're long. They're really nice for a sentiment. I just have the pair, so I can't do different sizes. One of you happy mailed this to me, and I started to purple it up and then changed my mind today. It's a more squished oval. See? These might work great for the thank you. They might work pretty good for the thinking of you, but the with sympathy might work. But when you get into longer ones, I'm going to use one, like if you have a sentiment that's long like that, they're not going to work as well. I'm still looking for ovals that are more squished. Is that a technical term? And I don't know that I care if they're solid or if they're stitched or that kind of thing. I'm flexible on that. But I do like to have lots of sizes for variety. Let's see. It is Saturday afternoon. It's a 3-day weekend here for me. For many people in the U.S., maybe just government employees, because of Martin Luther King Day. This is day 1 of my 3-day weekend, and I haven't started Basic Gray. I haven't even taken my Basic Gray bin out and looked at it and thought, what paper would I like to use for my collab that's in, I think, 3 days? I figure since I have 2 more days off, it should all come together. Today I worked on correspondence, cards, thank yous, happy mail. It had gotten out of control. I spent probably 5 hours on that today. I don't know if I've really been crafting because most of those cards were made. I think all of the cards were made. I decided that's the only way I was ever going to get caught up. Mary mentioned, that she would like me to do some card ideas with 12 by 12 paper. And I thought that was interesting because I think I used to do that all the time. When I first started, 6 by 6 wasn't a thing. The thing I like about 6 by 6 is the patterns are smaller. But you've seen me a million different times take a solid piece of paper as a layer, maybe a mirror paper or something cute, and then a patterned paper as a smaller, and then put my happy birthday or my embellishments. Both of these would be gorgeous that way. The thing you want to watch out for, all of these, clearly this is the bin, right? The thing you want to watch out for is just giant patterns. 12 by 12 paper, you can use it to make cards all the time. And maybe I'll make a video where we specifically do that. The reason I don't use 12 by 12 paper for cards typically is because I like to make journals too. So what I do is I use my small papers for my small projects, and then I hoard, save, or go buy more larger papers so that I can do my big projects. I've made tiny journals before out of 6 by 6, like this one. I mean, I absolutely love this thing. I'll probably hoard it forever, but it's not the most functional little book in the world. It was just fun. So that's why I usually make journals out of at least 8 by 8. So let me show you an idea. You hear many of us who have a ridiculous amount of craft supplies talk about what should you use for your card base. This is the base, the paper that you make your card on and mount it on. And we tell you use 100-pound or 110. I think some people use 120. Is that a thing? But really, back in the day, this is a card that I made, I don't know. I bet this thing is probably 10 years old. I think I made it before I lived in this house. And I don't know, I've been here like 7 years or something. This is a piece of 12 by 12 double-sided paper. And so it's green and purple, and then on the inside, it's a pale purple. These kinds of paper are awesome to make cards with because the inside of your card is interesting and colored too. It's not the most sturdy, but it does stand up, and it's been standing up for years. The one advantage that it has is it has this giant sticker on the front. The other thing about using 12 by 12 papers like this for your actual card is it doesn't take a lot of supplies, and it's super ridiculously quick. I mean, look at this. It's one piece of paper and a sticker. I really, really liked this, and I made it, and I've kept it forever. I had another one. I can't remember exactly what it said, but there was a moment when one of my friends really needed it, so I used that one. It's not here anymore, but it was the same idea. Take patterned paper, and look, the size of this is really big, but the inside of it's beautiful. So there aren't hard and fast rules. Would I be disappointed in your work if you sent me this card? No, because it's crazy cute and it's a great sentiment. You must always be curious, Walt Whitman. I think you should, especially as a crafter. You should be, ooh, how did they do that? What does that work? This one you could write on the inside. The geometric might be kind of annoying. These are too dark. Oh, this one you could probably use a thicker marker and write on the inside. I don't know that I'd do that one. Maybe if you were right down this section, like that might work. I don't know. Might be kind of weird on the inside. We can certainly use 12 by 12 for cards. So I don't know. Maybe I'll make a video of that. I keep saying I'm going to make less videos, but we have lots of ideas, don't we? Here's a quick peek at how things look in here. There's food on the floor because Wilson's afraid of the Furbo, and so when it started throwing treats, he went outside. Yeah, I can't make this stuff up. I'm not going to show you the stuff from Tanisha. I skipped it. You got to watch the video. And we just left that out, so I'll tidy that up. I moved the sewing machine there to make the tutorial for Shakers, and I might try it. I might leave it there for a while and see how it goes. I put my paper cutter over there. I don't know. I'm super right-handed, so I might want to have my cutter on the right. Usually my sewing machine is on top of there, and so I have to walk back and forth, and especially when dealing with a million little sequins, I want it to be on the same counter. Clearly, I have some clutter issues to deal with. There was a little bit of a craft-a-lanch there. That stuff needs to go back in. But overall, not too bad. I could tidy up for this and start basic gray and be well on my way. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you're taking time for crafting and relaxing. Bye-bye.